just press this button down. That's good.
Brings it on.
And it brings up the screen in the middle. This thing is fantastic. The guy that I was watching a documentary on these, and the guy that actually made this made all the PlayStation like Gran Turismo games.
Gran Turismo games, yeah.
So it's just like completely.
It's perfectly suited for it. It is kind of like you're playing that game all over. So do you want to walk us through the different sort of settings on the screen, the functions on the screen?
Definitely. Okay, so the first 3 screens that we have here, like I said, it's all touch screen, so you can make your own custom screen. So this is custom view 1.
Yes.
Okay, so it has
so this is what you've created.
Right.
In their custom view.
Yeah, you have 3 different ones. I usually have it on number 3, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
But you can change these on the fly. So this one, it shows fuel economy, the engine oil temp, and the oil pressure. And then the second one is like a screen of 6 different things. So you can, have the torque split, you can have the transmission oil, all the different oil temps, and the coolant temp. This is the one I like the most, screen 3. Reason being, big boost gauge.
Big boost gauge.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
I'm in
also
boost.
and also the speed in a digital sense, and then the transmission oil temperature, so that's the one it's normally on. If you go to number 4, that's another custom view that I have, another speed, and then just the temps for all that. And then it goes into A, B, C, D, E, F, G. For A, this screen is always the same. You can't, customize this, but this one's all about the acceleration of the car. So it'll tell you your G's, the amount of boost you're using, and then like percentage of how far you have the gas pedal pressed down.
Throttle,
Right. And then if you go into B for braking, so that works. Just gives you the stats for the B, how much of the brake you're using, the speed once again, and it'll just log it in live time as you're driving the car.
Now, can you get this data out? At one point, I heard it was pretty hard to export the data, but is there a way to export the data from the car so you can look at this on the computer or something like that?
I'm pretty sure if you hook it up to a computer up to the car, you can access it and get that. Yeah, I've never personally done it. Yeah. As far as this screen goes, this is for steering. So the G's on laterally, and then also how far your steering wheel is turned, and speed once again. Speed's always usually up in the right corner every single time. This one was actually really useful for when I first got the car, because like it says gear efficiency. It gives you like a green spot to shift, and when you do that, it'll shift better than if you don't. You know what I mean? So based on how fast you're going. So like I said before, kind of teaches you how to drive it. So like for instance, now that I've drove it for a while, I know that 40 miles an hour. If I'm in 3rd gear, I can downshift to 2nd, and it'll rev match, and it sounds awesome at that speed. Like I know exactly where it's at. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's something that I don't think I think I've ever seen on a video or heard about before. So that's actually really an interesting piece of information that we just learned here. Okay,
definitely. Yeah, so it has that for all the gears, and then just tells you what gear you're in for that. So this is definitely a useful screen for when you first get the car, for sure. And then on the next screen, fuel economy. So this is something I don't worry about at all.
Most of us don't worry about this piece, but
so I mean, obviously it goes high to low, and then it'll like it'll have a whole map for it, and then your average fuel economy. I've tried before to see how good the fuel economy can be, and it can be awesome. Actually, I had it on the highway once, and I was getting 60 miles per gallon.
What?
It had, I had 60 miles per gallon the whole time. I was in 6th gear. I want to say like 55 miles an hour. Low RPMs. Obviously cruising.
Okay.
But it can get good gas mileage, but it's much more fun. Just don't even worry about the gas mileage. Enjoy the car.
Enjoy the car. Exactly. I like that concept.
For sure.
And then you have 2 more.
So this is actually a stopwatch. You can do lap times with it is basically what it comes down to. So they used that when they were doing like the Nürburgring and all those different things like that. So that's all built into there as well. And then this last page is literally just for notes. So like, you can like make notes on there and everything. I've never personally, used it, but it's just another. There's just so many things you can do in there. It's an awesome touchscreen for sure. I've never seen that in any other car, so it's very unique.
That is awesome. So that's the performance piece, but you have navigation, you have other features that you can access through this too, right?
Right.
So do you want to show me just quickly the map?
Yeah, so for the map, you would just press this, and then it brings up this page. You have to press enter to accept, and then you can...
Sort of a 3D sort of map that you have, your perspective map.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's useful in and of itself, too.
So you have a couple of buttons over there in the corner here. This is, again, is this to control the MMI as well, going back, forward, function? Okay.
Yeah, so this would just bring you out of different things.
Okay.
Like if you twist this, you can change, well, it depends on what screen you're on. Obviously, we're on the map, so we can zoom in and out, different things like that. If we go into status, you can mess around with music, you can do different things like that. It just brings up different pages for you. As far as like function, that's just another thing that brings you right back to the screen. So say you're using the map and you want to get back to function. That's just a quick way to do it.
Okay.
Realized this was absolutely the right choice.